everybody, and welcome to tonight's show. We are going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Edge of Eternities. This is the new space set from Magic the Gathering, and we don't just have me. It's not just me. Obviously, you can see we have more people here. We have classic Tri-God, perfect person, Miles Bonsignore.
Please. Happy to be here.
We've also got a longtime friend of mine who's done lots of work in this space, Amy Vorpahl, joining us.
Hi, I'm also a perfect person. You forgot to mention that, and that's okay.
Well, yeah, it's part of his brand, but you're right. I do forget.
At least my branding on each. Yeah, that's nice.
We also have our own Wizards of the Coast themselves. We have two Queens of the Coast joining us. I'm so excited that both of you are here. I'm a huge fan, just independent of you being here today. But we have Irene the Alien joining us here, who plays a lot of Magic herself.
Greetings, Earthlings.
And of course, we have Bosco as well.
Hey. Also a great person.
Also a great person.
Also
Really,
a great
really
person.
good
That's right.
People.
Yes.
Now I'm going to start with the both of you because you both play Magic actually a lot. In fact, you told me before this you have a show you're working on in the Magic space as well.
Yeah, we're putting together a gameplay show on YouTube. It's called Spell Slayers.
Because gay.
Yeah, exactly. You can check out some exclusive merch that we just dropped, and we're just getting started. Yeah, we're really excited.
We're so happy to be partnered with Magic the Gathering to make this. It's going to be so much fun. Now, here's how today's going to work. We're going to be doing a draft, a 2v2, two-pick draft. We're sort of changing the rules ourselves. Normally, a draft tournament would be one-on-one each time, but we're going to do two-on-two. So we have the team of Miles and Bosco versus the team of Amy and Irene. So they're going to be playing. But a draft, if you've never done a draft, the way it works is you just get some of your friends together. You each get 3 booster packs, and you're going to open a booster pack. In fact, I'll show you. Let me open a standard booster pack right now over on my little camera. My little camera. I have my own little camera. You guys excited? So you'll open a pack, and you would go through, and you'd look at all the cards in your pack, and you would pick two. And then you would pass the rest of your pack to your friend, and then your friend will pass you their pack, and you'll open, and you'll take 2. And then you basically do that until you have gathered yourself a nice, the bones of a deck. Now, and then all the mana or lands, if you're familiar with Magic, you can add in after that. So right now, all of our players have already drafted through 2 packs. They've drafted through a collector booster right here and the standard style booster that I just opened. And right now they're going to go ahead and start drafting out of the last pack to continue completing their deck. While they start drafting these packs, I'll give you some of the key points about this set, which I'm really excited about myself. As a Magic player, I always loved the imagination, all the sets, how they're different. But this one is so different because this takes us out of this world. That's right, it's an intergalactic set. It's the Edge of Eternities Magic the Gathering Space Opera set. It launches players into a new sci-fi universe filled with cosmic conflict, exploration, powerful mechanics, and breathtaking interstellar art. And I've been able to get into this set for the last week preparing for this, and it truly is some of the most beautiful art I've seen in any Magic the Gathering set. It's so gorgeous, it's so fun, and I'm really excited for you guys to see the cards today. How are our decks coming in? Now, Irene, can I ask you what sort of strategy you're going in with?
Yeah, when you draft, it all depends on the first thing that you open, what's the best card in that first pack, and then from there you're gonna sort of pick cards that go with that. And the first card that I got that I really liked was a lobster. Space Lobster, who is also a chef.
Yes.
He turns everything into food.
Interesting.
So yeah, I've got lots of things to do with that food, and this is going to be a pretty hot kitchen today. If you know what I mean.
Right.
And if they can't keep up, they should get out of the kitchen.
Whoa.
Yeah, they can't take the heat.
Miles, I see you seem to have come to a conclusion of what you're playing over there.
Well, Keith, I sort of think it's really sort of, when you're done with the test early and then you look around and everyone else is still working, you think you might have missed something. But I actually feel pretty good. I went with sort of an all green, all forest deck. I was thinking about splitting it with Swamp, but then, based on the cards I got, I was satisfied with keeping it mono color. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I do feel like maybe I'm the most junior sort of Magic the Gathering person at the table. Yeah. But we'll see. Hey, on the battlefield, anything can happen.
Amy, what are we working on over there? I see you're counting, so maybe I shouldn't talk to you right now.
No,
I saw like
okay, no,
34,
that's okay.
35,
Look, like Irene, I drew a really cool card in the first deck, and I built my deck around it. I don't want to say exactly what it is, but it is a blue card. It's a blue creature, and I have learned from my mistakes that a lot of this is going to be card draw and punishment.
Ooh.
So a lot of removal, maybe just some dire straits, but also to me, because it's a blue and black deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're on a team.
Yeah.
Dang.
And you brought up a great point. In Magic, we have these sort of 5 different lands and mana, but they actually do represent different play styles. So we have right here, we have what Miles is playing, which is a forest deck. This is typically a slower deck, but a strong deck. Very defensive, very aggressive, but it does take a little bit of time to get the lay of the land set up for yourself. Then we have the swamp deck. Amy hinted at that swamp black, often it has a tendency to be a punishment to everyone, to your opponents, to yourself. A lot of poison, a lot of slow death of everyone. Then we have fire. Fire is what it is. It's hot. It's fast. It's going to get you very quick, but it doesn't have the strongest creatures in the world. So you can get there on the battlefield first, but they don't have the longevity of some of the other creatures. Then you have water. I think water is one of the trickiest. A blue deck is one of the trickiest to play with and play against. It's a very defensive deck, and it breaks up the strategies of every other player. But because of that, it doesn't have the strongest of any one feature, but it can really rip apart everybody's strategy. And then Plains. Plains is actually something I was playing a lot when I was playing most recently. It has a lot of great combos, it has a lot of health benefits, and it's something that feels like a sleeper deck. Suddenly, this person playing this deck has a lot out there, and you don't really know when it happened because they've been very unassuming. It's like, well, I won't attack them. They've just got a couple 1/1s. They're no threat to me. And then suddenly those 1/1s are 5/5s, and everything's different. So that's just a lay of the land. But people play a lot of combo decks. You'll notice people playing with 2 or 3 colors today. And Bosco, you're doing your final sort of assessment here. Where have you landed?
I am trying to do mainly a Boros moment, which is red and white, go fast and smack people. But I also was finding some really interesting colors in blue. So I'm going to do something that I don't really recommend doing because it often makes it fall flat on your face. But I'm going to splash in some blue.
Okay.
So we're going to try a 3-color deck and see what happens.
Ooh.
It could be really bad
It could
for
be
me.
treacherous. Let's get it going, huh? Should we start playing this game? So we're going to go ahead and have our first player be Irene, because Irene has most recently played a game of Magic outside of today. So as a commitment to the brand rewards you. You will be playing first. So we're going to zigzag across. So we'll have Irene, and then Bosco, and then Amy, and then Miles, and thus forth. And basically, the goal is to defeat the other 2 players. Everybody starts with 20 hit points. I'm going to borrow this really quick and go to my little camera right here. We have our little life counter. So we have this symbol, which represents 20, but then it slowly goes down as you see it rotates down the amount of life. And that way you can keep track of your life point total as you continue. Ultimately, you're trying to get your opponent from 20 to 0. Let's go. Let's see what's going on.
All right, let's get started. Obviously, because I am the first player, I will, maybe not obvious to everyone, I will not be drawing a card to start my turn, which is the best part of Magic, but that's okay, because I'm playing a 2-color deck today, and I just so happen to get a dual land.
Oh, I love it.
Unfortunately, it enters tap, so I can't do anything on my first turn, but that's all for me. So Bosco.
Now, Bosco.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw for turn. All right, never punished. Never didn't have it. All right, I'm just going to put a mountain in, and then I'm going to pass.
Okay.
I'm going to actually just play my Creeping Tar Pit with beautiful art. This land does enter tapped, and it'll give me either a swamp or a wire.
Oh, hey,
Go ahead
duel.
and just show that
Oh,
card
please,
off
yes.
as Miles draws his
Gorgeous.
card for his turn. Look at how beautiful. I was telling you earlier this.
I know.
But this basically is a land that enters tapped. It can add either a island or a swamp, and then it has some other abilities as well. So when we get into those abilities, we'll explore them.
I'm gonna sort of be dropping a forest on him, and
Had to do it.
had to do
Had
it
to
to
do
him,
it.
and that's gonna be all I'm gonna do for this
Alright.
turn. So I'm gonna pass it.
Draw my first card of the game. This feels so good. All right, I'm gonna plop down a little Plains, and then I'm gonna tap 2 and play a Wormwall Sweeper.
Oh, cute.
It's gorgeous. It's a teeny little guy. He's not quite a creature yet. He's a spacecraft that I can station at some point in the future, but it's gonna help me with card selection. I get to surveil 2 when it comes out, which means I get to look at the top 2 cards in my library, decide if I want them, or put them into my graveyard. And you know what? I'm not feeling them. Wow. Into the graveyard they go. Bosco, I'll pass to you.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw. Let's do this. I'm going to put in a mountain, and I'm going to tap 2 to put in a Zookeeper Macan. It's a lovely little artifact creature robot. He is a 1/3, and he can tap for red mana. So he is what's called a mana dork. He also has,
very, very kind name.
I know.
And a dork.
Dork! He also has an ability where if I pay a lot of mana into him, I can give somebody a bunch of attacks. So that's kind of fun.
Wow. Yes. Very nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass that one.
I love it. I will untap. I will draw for turn. I'm gonna drop a big swamp on y'all.
Yeah, drop a swamp
is
on
that,
him.
is that
It's language I invented.
Steamy
I
little
love it.
swamp
Steamy
over
swamp.
there.
Drop a steamer swamp.
And you guys all need to be aware that this could turn into a creature at some point. Not yet, though.
Alright.
So I'll
Interesting.
get my creeping tar pit. I will tap
It's creeping
to
up on me.
bring out my artifact, my cryogen relic. That's going to allow me to draw a card when it enters the battlefield or leaves, and eventually it might do some work on you. So
Ooh,
with
a
that,
stun counter?
a stun counter, and I will pass the turn to Miles.
Okay, all right, well, I'm gonna sort of rip a draw here. Awesome. Exactly what I was hoping for. And I'm gonna sort of drop a mana, and that's my turn.
Green
Slow
can
burn.
be a little bit of a slower
Yup.
deck, but once he gets going, you better watch out.
When does it draw you a card for the card?
Enters or leaves the battlefield.
Did you draw for the entering?
I did.
Oh, sorry. Oh, great. Hell yeah. Love that.
Don't worry, sister, I'll save you. Planes! All right.
Sickening.
Like I said, my entire strategy is based off of a very specific lobster, so I'm gonna play not that lobster.
But
His name is the Siriema. It is a spacecraft, and when it enters, I get to search my library for a legendary creature card, reveal it, and then put it into my hand. And you guys will never guess who I'm gonna grab.
It's the lobster.
It's the lobster.
It's actually a
Oh wow, I'm getting okay. It was in the middle of my deck. This was a good decision. All right. His name is Ragost, the deft gastronaut, and I am revealing it. It's part of the card. I have to reveal it. So I'll tell you what he does. He turns my artifacts into foods, and then I can sacrifice foods to deal 3 damage to each opponent. And that also gains me life. And if I gain life at the beginning of my end step, I get to untap him. Do it all over again.
Now that would be a
no.
good commander.
He would be. And so he's in my hand now. Both of my artifacts are just spacecraft, so you don't have to worry about them hitting you, and I will pass the turn.
all right, we're gonna draw.
Wouldn't it be fun at the end of the game? I had ordered lobster for all of us.
That would be fun.
Let's see if I can.
You wanna know
let's see
what's
if we can
crazy?
get lobsters.
I'm allergic to shellfish.
Okay.
Crazy.
This is the one time. This is the one time you get to play.
My baby and I are finally getting close.
We're gonna set myself up for a future turn, I think. I'm putting in a command bridge. So it comes in tapped, and then I either have to sacrifice it or tap another permanent. So I'm just gonna tap another land and keep up my blocker, and then I'll pass to you.
Alrighty, I will untap. I will draw for turn. I will play my land for turn. And nothing is threatening me in my at the moment, except maybe that's just a tiny little blocker. So I'm going to just draw again by tapping 2 and playing another cryogen relic.
Oh, we are rich.
Yes, I will pass the turn with that.
I'm gonna drop my turn.
Bro.
Holy. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Do you only have land? Or?
Yeah, well, Keith.
Hey, wait. Interference.
I've got
That was a question. I didn't see it.
Excuse me, excuse you, actually. But no, Keith. In fact, I have one other card. But I am going to sort of bring out, my little guy
I'm
here.
curious what this one other card is.
Well,
Pretty
don't be
good
too
card.
curious because it's not. No, I just feel I need to get some sort of players on the board here, and I'm going to play Broodguard Elite.
What does he do?
Basically, he comes out, he enters with X, one counters on it, so he's going to be having one counter on him as well. So it's just a 1/1 creature. I could save him, but
And when he leaves the battlefield?
when he leaves the battlefield, I can take that counter and put him on another creature that I control.
Oh, nice.
So if I can have a 1/1 little,
Oh,
if we
yes,
have
you
one,
can.
that'd be
I
awesome.
don't like him. Let's get him.
Yeah, he is a weak. Well, see, I was waiting for you to sort of get him.
You're toast, bro.
I liked it when you were just playing land.
There's big things on the board, and I was like, if I get attacked, I'm toast, unless I have some sort of blocker. So that's going to be my turn.
As Irene's about to go, I just want to break down how turns go. There are phases in each of these turns. Right now, you'll see at the beginning phase, they untap the cards that are tapped, and they draw a card. Then they have a main phase. This is basically where you're seeing people cast spells, start doing their strategy. strategy, and then we go into a combat phase. We haven't seen one of those yet, but we'll probably see one of those here soon, where you actually declare an attack against a specific other player in the game. And then you have another main phase where you can do a couple more spells or play a land, something if you haven't played a land yet, a couple more things, and then you'll end the phase. And when you end the phase, it just means that when you've done your battle, sometimes the creatures take damage. At the end of your phase, it's reset for the next one. So just because someone's hurt this turn doesn't mean it matters by that next turn. But it does matter that we keep track of that damage during the turn, because someone could cast something else that might deal more damage still during that person's turn.
That would be so messed up.
It could happen.
If somebody did that.
It could happen.
Okay.
All right, so I've tapped a red and a white, and I'm playing the lobster.
All right.
Guy. He's here. And at the moment, he can't really do anything because he has summoning sickness, so he is unable to tap for his ability. However, he is able to tap to station something. So I am going to station the Seriema for 2 right now. And that's going to be my whole turn. All right, I'll pass to you, Bosco.
Island. I know, right? Crazy business.
Now you have the ability to play any color that you have.
Red, white, and blue.
We got it. Hell yeah,
These
brother.
colors don't run!
Very patriotic. Wow.
All right,
Wow.
I'm here to serve my country. Let's see. We're just gonna do this. I'm gonna tap her for white. 1, 2, 3. Sunstar Lightsmith. Whenever I cast my second spell each turn, I put a 1/1 counter on this creature and I draw a card. So that's kind of fun for late turn. No, I'm just gonna pass. I'm just gonna pass.
So
I'm
you
not
thought
doing
about
nothing.
attacking maybe there, but
I
ultimately
did,
decided
but
against it.
he's more useful as mana than
Yeah.
he is swinging.
Right.
Okay.
So,
I will untap for turn, draw for turn, y'all. Play my land for a turn. And I think this is really exciting because what I'm going to do, I drew the card that I built my deck around.
Oh, yay.
Which is so,
That's
which
awesome,
is-
same.
Which is so exciting. So I'm going.
You built your deck around the forest, right?
Same, no?
Just single forest.
Keith, don't you let them feed?
Team Tallow over here, we're getting our cards.
Yes.
we're flopping.
I'm going to tap 2 to play my Quantum Riddler. And I'm actually casting it for its warp cost.
Ooh.
And what it does when it enters, guys, it lets me draw a card. Okay.
Finally.
Yes, we haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
And eventually, on this turn, it's going to be exiled, but not yet. I'm actually going to leave some mana on the board for myself, and at the beginning of my end step, this will get exiled. Bye, baby.
Bye.
Bye, baby. And
Bye, baby.
I will go ahead and pass the turn.
Blue
That's
player
awesome.
leaving up mana, crazy.
Okay.
No, don't do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna sort of rock this and just sort of let him enjoy his time.
Let's get this.
Oh my gosh.
Let
To
him
tell you
enjoy
the
his
truth,
time.
I'm a fair Magic player, so I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
I have no creatures up if you want to put him to use.
I do. I shuffled my deck so many times. But you know what I'll say is, I would like to.
First blood.
I would like to
Yeah,
take
first
first blood.
blood.
Here we go.
Absolutely.
I'd like to take first blood, and I appreciate you sort of offering yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay, here we go.
It's
I am
just
the
beca-
generous
it's-
queen.
That was very generous.
And also, it's not really just because of that. It's because you're sad over there.
Yeah.
And,
well, I'm sort of mana drunk, as it were.
yeah.
In response.
Drunk on power.
Tap
Oh my
white.
god.
Holy shit.
Never believe
That
her.
was crazy.
She is not a nice or good person.
Action cam for that. Action cam.
Sorry. No,
gonna
actually,
happen here?
no, I'm punking you. I'm gonna play a Squire's Lightblade. It is a blade with flash, so I can cast it anytime I want. And when it enters, I attach it to target creature I control, and that creature gains first strike until the end of the turn, and it gets +1/+0. However, it doesn't untap my creature. I just wanted to get it out. I'll take one.
Okay, take one.
Emotional.
Had you in the
There.
first half.
Yeah, damn.
Also, we're fixing our camera. I'm seeing behind the scenes, the camera came disconnected, and now I am the other camera.
Yes.
And
awesome.
now it's fixed.
I am the captain.
Yeah.
All right.
But this is kind of fun, this sort of action cam.
Yes.
Cut to the action cam.
What do the cards do? Who cares?
hand modeling, tapping,
Of course.
drawing for turn. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna play my land for turn, which is gonna be this mountain. And then I think that I'm going to tap Rigost, and I am going to sacrifice a food. Now, if you remember, all of my artifacts are foods.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna sacrifice this worm wall sweeper, and I deal 3 damage to each opponent.
Okay, so we just dealt
the Rigost.
3 damage to both Miles and Bosco, bringing them down to 17 apiece. Wow.
And then I will tap 2, and I will sacrifice my blade, which is a food, and I will gain 3 life. So I'll move my spin down back up to 20, and I'll need to get 2 more little life
I'm
tokens.
gonna give you 2 little upside down guys here.
Thank you.
Wow.
And then I will go to my end step, and I gained life this turn, so I will untap Rigost and pass the turn to you, Bosco.
That's
That lobster! That lobster's dancing.
That lobster really knows how to cook.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and put a mountain in. I can return the favor a little bit.
Not return the favor.
Yeah, sir, that was crazy of you. I think we've had enough of that.
Sir with a Y.
Sure. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna deal 4 damage to the lobster.
Oh.
All right. In response, I will pay 1, tap Rigost, sacrifice the Sariema, and deal 3 damage to each opponent.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait, are you sorry? Are you is this going to die?
Yeah.
Okay. In response, I will.
You have an instant over here.
I do have an
Things are
instant.
coming
I
out.
don't-
Wow.
I-
Tap in whenever you feel ready.
I'm still cooking. Give me like 10 more turns.
So I'm gonna cast.
I'll
this-
have the whole end of my deck.
I will cast this for 1 fewer, and target creature gets +2, +0, and gains indestructible until end of turn. I'm gonna target Rigost because I just love him.
Right.
Oh my god.
Okay, so he's gonna stay put. We do take the damage, and that has sacked out.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. So what just happened basically is Bosco attacked Irene. Irene's like, actually, before you do that, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do more damage, and then Amy's like, actually, no, that's not even gonna die. And so what happened was kind of nothing happened. And you guys took
damage.
Yeah,
3
we
more
took
damage
damage.
each.
We took another 3.
And then another 3. Okay.
All right. Well,
Wow, that was wild. That was
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That was big.
I want him to get some.
I know my whole deck is sort of based around it.
Yes.
The lobster lives.
well, I didn't much
Dang.
like that.
I mean, he's
So-
doing 6 damage a turn. Like we.
And now you're gonna take 3 damage. So I'm putting in a Ruinous Rampage, and it deals 3 damage to each opponent.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
I'll lose.
Trading blows here.
I'll lose 3 and I'll be at 17 now.
More like trading land, Keith.
Hey.
Wow, for you.
And the fun part about that is it's my second spell, so I get a 1, and I draw a card.
Very nice.
Ooh. Okay. Well, that was
So
a lot
what-
less fun than I thought that was.
What's the power toughness on that creature?
None of your business.
Oh.
It's a 4/4 right now with the
4/4.
counter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Big turns.
Yeah.
from
big
me.
turns. Big
All right,
swings.
I'm gonna pass to you, my love.
Perfect.
Instant
I
came in
will
clutch.
untap. I will draw for turn. I hate to do this, but I am going to pay 3 to decode transmissions, where I draw 2 cards and lose 2 life, and that'll bring me down to 15. Health is a resource. Okay. I think that'll do it for me. I will pass the turn.
That's awesome.
How are you feeling, Miles?
Well, Keith, I feel that I'm sort of at the blackjack table, and I'm at the edge of my rope here. If I don't pick a card that's gonna do something, then it might be over for me.
Okay.
But
We're
we'll-
flipping the table.
We're flipping the table. So
Okay,
we're just gonna go in here.
Everybody in the comments, everybody watching, spend some good energy to
Spend
Miles.
some good energy here. And
Another
I can't
land.
overstate how much I shuffled my deck. And yet, here we go.
I believe in you.
Thank you so much.
Join
Yeah,
the
okay.
game.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay, that's,
Okay.
now
It's something.
that's a card.
It's something. We're on the board.
All
We're on
right.
the board here. Okay. Yeah. This is gonna get me through. It's gonna get me
know
through. It's
if I
not
like
much.
that.
It's not much, but it's something. And I'm gonna play Edge Rover And he's got reach, and when this creature dies, each player creates a lander token. So it sort of is good for me, but also good for everybody. So in a way,
we're gonna kill that
people.
immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are gonna feed Irene's little lobster
Unfortunately.
mechanic.
Unfortunately, I had to feed the lobster, but I have no other option.
He hungers.
And I'm gonna keep my. I'm actually not gonna. Well, I guess I could attack, but it's gonna do almost nothing. So I feel that I should just kind of keep my guys in front of me as defense. And I'll pass the turn to you.
Okay, I'll untap Zoidberg. Oh, finally. All right. Let's do La Montaña. And I have been artifactless for far too long. So I'm going to play a Red Tiger Mechan, who is a 3/3 with haste, which is very good. We love to swing. So you have a 4/4.
I sure do.
And you have...
I have a 2/2 and a 1/1.
And a dream.
And a dream and a lot of land.
Red Tiger Mechan is coming over here, swinging for 3.
Wow.
And I would like to block with Broodguard Elite, please.
All right, I will then just pass the turn to you, Bosco.
We're gonna go ahead and untap. We're gonna draw planes.
Okay. The whole rainbow is out now.
Yes.
Red, white, and blue.
My pride flag.
All right. We just can't have that lobster out here doing things. We just can't. That's so much damage. That will end it so quickly, and I don't want that.
Oh my god.
Prepare the butter, because the lobster's gonna go.
What the?
7 mana.
7?
Prepare the butter.
Prepare the butter.
Pinnacle kill shot.
Oh! I saw that when we were drafting, and I was like, "There's no way this will be relevant." It's relevant.
In response.
Girl.
Oh, here we go.
Is that an artifact?
It sure is.
We're gonna annul that.
Is it a counter?
Counter target artifact or enchantment.
Wow.
Wow.
Don't touch the
Whenever
lobster.
you want to do anything.
I'm getting in here, okay?
No one's getting my lobster.
Dang.
Wow.
It's not even a destroy, so I don't get the
love
enter.
you, I love you, guys.
Crazy.
That's what blue really does. It sort of stops anybody from doing this
All
strategy.
right.
Protects its teammate.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna pass to you.
Okay,
My new
okay.
goal is just you're not winning.
Stand.
My new goal is I don't care how this goes for her. You're done. You're done, dude.
Countering a 7 mana spell. That's a feels bad.
Yeah.
After countering my last one.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yes.
I know.
But hey, you have a big 4/4.
Draw for turn.
I do got a big 4/4.
And I have a 3/3 robot.
Dang. I'm going to sacrifice my Cryogen Relic. I can stun something. I guess the only thing that's
Bring it
really...
here.
Yeah, I'll stun.
Bring it
Stun
here.
your 4/4.
This is harassment at this point.
Which will
I
A little
love
bit
it.
of bullying happening.
Really
We are
harassment.
silencing women here. This is great.
Yeah, no help, no help.
Trans lives are
So-
not mattering here.
I know. Okay, so I'll need to discard, and I can't actually draw again. For time, I'll pass the turn, but I'll make my decision to discard while you're going.
All right, sounds good. Draw a card.
Unless
here.
you do something to me.
I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna drop a mana.
Where did you
right.
find that?
No, I don't have any. Actually, what I'm gonna do is something kind of cray.
Okay.
Actually, if I can,
Well.
I'm gonna sort of try to do something cray, and
Yeah,
then
I've
we'll
tried a
see
few
if it
times.
works. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see if it works. Okay, so if I warp this in, get that effect, I can't. I guess I don't have enough mana to warp it, put it in exile, and then play it. But I could do that if I.
And that it would be you have to wait till next turn.
Yeah, next turn. Okay.
But
so
if
I
you
can
wanna-
just.
you
I'll
can
just
heal
play
it.
it.
Or you could save it for
Yeah.
another one because you're not getting swung at a lot. Like she doesn't have very
That's-
much to swing with. She doesn't want to swing with the lobster,
great
so you
point.
might want to just heal it.
Yeah, warp it.
I might want to swing with the lobster.
Well, my
Wow.
The lobster's going to deliver the finishing blow. I feel it in my bones.
well, my edge rover's ready to reach. So anyway, it's on the card, Keith.
I know what it says.
Okay, I'm going to warp in my germinating worm. That's right, an edge rover and a germinating worm. And I'm going to gain 2 life.
I'm going to pay 1
Yeah.
tap this, sacrifice my Meccan.
Right.
Here we
and
go.
You guys will both lose 3 life.
Right.
And so I sort of gained 2, but
Right.
lost 3, so I lost 1.
You
And
lost
that's
one.
awesome.
Right.
And now you're sort of
Shields down.
Shields down, right? Well, I can't attack with this guy because he's just sort of warped in for a second, but I can attack you with my edger.
Yeah.
And Rover, edge rover.
Edge and the reach.
And I would actually love
swinging.
You don't have any
Anything.
on the board. I'm gonna actually attack you
Okay,
and
fair
for 3.
In Bosco's honor.
All right. Take it. Nice. Okay.
Up top.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, big dog.
Okay.
Now we're cooking.
Who's got a lot of forests now?
That brings
Still
me to
you.
12.
Still
Yeah,
also
still
me.
you.
Still also me.
What does that bring you to?
12.
Down to 12.
Oh wow, baby.
That's awesome.
Well,
and
yeah, I
I'm
sacrificed.
going to bring this guy into exile, and that's my turn.
All right, I'm gonna play a plains as my land for turn, and I'm going to pass.
Ruh-roh.
Mana
Uh-oh,
up is
something's
so spooky.
That's quiet.
That's power.
Draw.
Yep. So we remove the stun counter, but that card is still tapped, so we'll have to wait one more turn to come all the way back to us.
Right.
Let's see what Bosco does here.
Mount Tanya. 1, 2. No? Yeah. 4. I'm putting in Sammy's Ship Engineer.
Oh.
At the beginning of my end step, if I control 2 or more tapped creatures, create a tap 2/2 colors robot artifact creature token. So I get.
That would go so well.
That would have
It
been
would
so
have
good.
been really.
My deck.
I know. That would have been so good in my deck. And
Maybe we should team up.
No, please. Bosco, no.
Bosco, no. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and tap 2, boink, to put in a station monitor. Whenever I cast my second spell each turn, I create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature token with flying. And it can only block things with flying. But that is my second spell. So I'm gonna get another 1/1 counter.
Right.
Ooh.
I am going to draw a card.
It's getting big. And
Boink.
nasty.
What we're gonna do
No fun.
Uh-oh.
What we're gonna do
Oh.
is we're just gonna keep on thwacking you.
Okay.
I'm gonna just swing 1 at you.
I take it.
Yes.
Oh,
That sounds
1
great.
damage? Okay.
Yep, just 1 damage.
11 now.
But now I have 2 tapped creatures, so I get a 2/2 robot artifact creature.
Give
got
me
you.
one in that little stack over there.
Oh, woo!
Point.
Thank you.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
Amazing. I will untap my, only 4 mana, which now I'm feeling the pain. And I draw, and
Never didn't have it.
The
okay.
drought is ending.
The drought is ending. I got some
And it's
water.
blue.
It's blue. That's what I needed.
use a
That's what
little
she
bit of the drought.
needed.
Yeah, I
okay.
could use a drought.
Now I have all kinds of things I can do. I love this. This is just going to be the punishment of the century. So we're going to tap 5. Do I do it?
I don't know. What does it do? Let me read it.
No, we don't do it. Actually, we don't do it.
let me read
Oh
it.
no, because I'm just looking at your board. We can't.
Yeah,
can't.
that's not the vibe right now.
It's
What?
But it does say each opponent, and so we've determined that opponent does not mean your
We
ally.
have agreed that opponent means opposed.
Then I think
We do it.
we do it. Okay, so
right.
this
Do
is
it.
all right. So I tap 5, and I
These
bring in my
rules, dude.
Saurian Dirge craft. And when the spacecraft enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature.
So
We're gonna get a land.
Miles, which one will you choose?
But this is good that you didn't have the other one. You know
that's a
what I
good
mean?
point. So my edge rover sadly is dead.
Does that mean
I
that
don't
I
get a
get
transfer my
a
token.
lander?
Oh,
Do
everyone
we
gets a
all
lander.
Get a lander?
Oh,
I'll get a
good.
lander.
We do all get a lander. Oh, nice, more
Yeah.
land.
I'm gonna sack out my mana door because that just got me a land.
So that's my turn, and I'm tapped out, and I pass the turn.
Well,
Can you do this on the end step?
You can do it whenever you want.
Do you want to sack it out on her end step?
yes, absolutely. I want to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna tap 2.
Thank you so
How do I
much.
do that thing she said?
I'm gonna do that.
that.
You're gonna look through your deck for a forest.
Okay.
If there's any left.
And then and then I reshuffle.
You put it onto the battlefield, tap with these guys, and then
Okay.
you reshuffle.
Okay, beautiful. And that's going to be tapped, and then we're going to sort of go ahead and reshuffle here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right.
Nice.
We were focused so much on you, but Bosco, what did you get rid of?
I got rid of my little mana dork dude.
Okay, cool.
All right, beautiful. Holy.
No! Is it a land?
And the craziest
I
part
like the sensor.
is sorry about that. The craziest part was there was like 3 cards that were not land at the top of my deck when I looked a second ago. This is just luck. Sometimes it's luck of the draw. But luckily, I actually have a worm in my pocket.
That's right, in the void.
I got one worm in my pocket.
Don't say we have a worm in our pocket.
I've got a worm in my pocket.
Me too, brother.
How big is that worm?
It's a germinating worm, Keith.
Oh, God.
It's a 5/5, of course.
It's on the card. It's on the card.
I think there's a shot for that.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to bring back your germinating worm. And when this creature enters, I gain 2 life.
Okay, so I'm gonna tap 1
Yeah.
Right.
and Ragost and sacrifice my lander, and you guys are both gonna lose 3 life.
So
Bosco's on
how
8.
do I win? Well, that's a good question.
Well, it's always good to own land
Not
in
always,
life.
Keith. Well, I guess that's all I can do. And I'm going to pass my turn.
And that is a 5/5 on the board. Dear Lord.
Okay, that can help us out.
That can help us.
That can help
Yeah,
us
yeah,
out
that's
for sure.
nice.
That's a
not
good
too
boy.
Good
bad.
boy.
All right, I am going to play a Secluded Starforge. It's a very cool little land that lets me pay 2. I can tap it, tap X untapped artifacts I control, and target creature gets +X+0 until the end of the turn. Or, more importantly, I can pay 5, tap it, and create a colorless artifact robot creature token. So let's go ahead and spend so much mana, basically 6 lands, to make a 2/2.
That seems like a good deal.
Yep.
Two.
Well, you're really just making dinner.
6 for a 2/2. Exactly.
You're really just making dinner.
Mwah.
Now you got a dinner machine for your lobster.
Yeah, at some point I think I might cook him up, but for now I'm just gonna pass the turn.
All right, untap draw.
What's the move here, Bosco?
You know, I think the move is we pile onto one of our opponents and
Yeah.
try to shut them down. I feel like I've had plenty of answers to Ragost over the course of this game, but they keep on getting countered. So I think you're most likely who I'm wanting to get out at the moment. So we're gonna see what we can do about that. How much health do you have?
11.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey. Okay.
You're not
Okay.
able to do that.
Wait
no.
a second.
Oh no, oh no, oh
Yeah,
no.
wait a second.
I defended the lobster with my life. A little
Yes,
too
you
hard.
did.
It cost you everything.
It cost me everything.
You sure did.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're gonna put in a Montagna. We are gonna go ahead and
Calling a mountain, that is very funny.
Is very good.
yeah, wordplay. 2 Emissary Escort.
Oh.
It is an artifact creature, and it gets +X+0, where X is the greatest mana value among other artifacts that I control. I currently don't have another artifact because he's an artifacer.
Oh, yeah.
We are gonna go ahead and blue 1,
I feel like this is gonna
2.
hurt.
This is where the game gets really tense.
This is being
Okay.
It is an Ilvoy Infiltrator. It can't be blocked if I've cast 2 or more spells this turn, and then whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, I draw a card. But more importantly is that is my second spell this turn, so I get a 1/1 counter on my Sunstar, and I draw a card.
Oh, no.
2, I get a little flying drone, and
we
The
gotta-
battlefield has grown
We gotta
Yeah,
do
this is
something.
wild.
over here.
okay.
Yeah.
9 miles' area, but in Bosco's.
Oh, I've got my worm key.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and just swing at you, my love.
Okay.
So 6, 8, 10, 12 is currently coming at
I
you.
have nothing I can do, so
That'll do it.
yeah, that.
It?
I think I'm off the board now.
I am sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
I did counter it too. I know.
This is heartbreaking.
Yes,
GG.
I deserve it after countering
Well done.
2 7.
I
7
promise
mana
you, I would have
spells.
much rather have done that to her.
I
The
understand.
lobster
I
will
understand.
avenge you, I promise. Watch, it's gonna happen right now. I'm gonna tap him, sacrifice my robot, and each of my opponents are gonna lose 3 life.
Perfect. I
Okay,
love
great.
doing that.
Okay.
Um,
So now I'm. at
1
8.
sec.
Oh.
1 second. So I go down to 5, and then is there any other things that are happening in my end step? Okay.
No.
At the beginning of my end step, I get another robot. May I have a
Another
robot?
2/2
have the
robot
robot I just
enters
ate.
tapped. You have a really great set of like spell like combos and generating lots of little artifact creatures. really nicely done.
I am going to go ahead and pass, and I believe it is 2
Yes,
now.
now it goes straight to Miles. 'cause
2v1.
we've lost.
Oh no, I'm
Beautiful.
so sorry.
Well, let's
Ragos.
see what I pick from my magical deck.
It,
Holy shit.
Yes!
Sorry, let's get to the other camera here. And that's.
Oh! You could live to fight another day.
Oh my God.
But I had none. I had 5.
I shouldn't have
max.
shuffled my deck.
you guys, this is crazy.
This is so crazy.
How many lands are in your deck?
17?
1, 2.
I think it's gonna.
I almost have all of them.
9,
How lucky
10,
in some
11,
ways.
12.
In some ways, yes.
There's 4 left.
There's 4 left
You have an
in here.
embarrassment of riches.
That's insane. Okay, well, I've got my worm.
And you know what that
and-
worm can do, though?
Obviously, yeah, let me show you what that worm can do. The worm is sort of, he's a 5/5, okay. So I would love to attack you with my worm.
There's nothing I can do about that. I will take 5, going down to 14.
And that's gonna be my turn.
All right, this is my make or break
This
moment.
is the make or break
I
moment.
know. From the dead, I'm worshiping this lobster. My God.
With the crustaceans from far away are sending as much good energy as possible right now.
I'm tickling your underbelly
Is that what they do for the little fish?
for lobsters.
Is that what they
to
do?
relax them.
Oh, interesting.
Well,
I've never
so
been to
you
a
can-
lobster
So
spot.
you can pick them up and cook them.
Why do you know that?
I don't-
What a question. How do you know that about lobsters?
You guys didn't have the lobster course
What
in
are you
college?
doing with the lobsters?
cooking them, but yeah, picking them up.
I had a course in my school that was everything about lobsters, and also this is only about lobsters. It was a
Did they
whole
cover
semester.
Ragos in that?
They did.
Okay.
It was only about
Ragas.
lobsters.
I'm going to tap 3 to play Weft Stalker Ardent.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
So whenever another creature or artifact I control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm very low.
yeah,
growing
Tapping.
here.
you're at 5.
I am going to warp him in. Then I'm going to tap 5 and my secluded Starforge, and I am going to create a robot. When this robot enters, it'll do 1 damage to each opponent.
Okay.
Gonna get close here, but can we cinch it?
This is great. This is hard.
Because Bosco has an army ready to attack next turn if you can't take Bosco down right now.
And
the
not to mention my
lobster
worm.
needs to projectile vomit scrap metal from its orifice.
I think I can only do 3 more damage. I think that is the crux of this situation.
And that'll bring you down to, but then we have to annihilate you before your next turn.
Yeah, you don't have anything that can turn something into a flyer. You don't have anything that can carry more damage across.
But I am still going to do what I came here to do.
Do what you can.
So I'm going to tap 1. I will tap my thingy. I will eat my guy. And do 3 more damage to each opponent.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Crazy Town, USA.
That it really.
And then at the end of my turn, he goes into exile. And I pass.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a lot of damage that we still have to do.
billion.
I know. I know. Do we?
On
You're
your
at
end step.
14, right?
I'm at 14.
got-
There's no way.
It's gonna be tough because we got some big guys.
Well,
over
we
here.
got
I'm gonna go ahead and pop that for a
1,
plane.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on board. Yeah.
Yeah, but let's make fun about it.
Let's make this lobster a delicious dish.
That's right.
This lobster's been the bane of our existence,
Put it
and I
into the
think it's
pot.
about time for it to have its comeuppance. So let's
Bosco,
play
what are
it
we gonna do
out.
here?
We got dangerously cheesy though.
Yeah, really, you got close.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
I was like, woo!
And if you were just up against the worm,
I don't think you would have
Yeah,
survived.
I can survive a worm. It's 80 robots that I have
Yeah.
trouble with.
I'm putting in Dockworker Drone. This creature comes in with a 1/1 counter. But when it dies, I can transfer the counter. But you don't have to
It's
worry about
not
that.
gonna
No.
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not gonna
My
happen.
You can
guys
throw it on
stay
the worm.
alive.
Yeah,
1,
hey,
2,
worm
3,
counter.
4 auxiliary boosters. It is an artifact equipment.
Finally, an expensive artifact.
Yes, I get a colorless robot artifact creature token.
I think you get a drone and a robot and a
I
card
do.
and a counter. And
Give me another robot and no, give me a drone, please.
I don't have another drone, but
All right,
Here.
I'll use my imagination.
Yeah.
I get a 1/1 counter on this guy. I draw a
put this
card.
down for your drone, sure.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
you should-
I think we probably got it.
I think you got it.
Just enough for the worm to finish the job.
I think that
I'm
could
worried
be
about
so
that.
fun.
I'm scared about that, but I will do it.
Can I put my trust in you right now? I have
I'm
one
worried I'm
health.
gonna blow it.
If I,
Don't blow the worm.
if I do this
Yeah.
and we throw the game, what are you gonna do? What's gonna happen?
What do you mean if we throw the game?
I don't know. She still has mana up. She
has
could exile
This
that.
is why I think it's a bad
She
idea.
could exile that.
Okay, yeah, this is my point. And also, we don't know what's in her hand.
Guys, what's the most fun?
We kind of have to go for fun.
Okay, let's go for fun. The worm's gonna come alive. I don't know what that was.
Yeah,
I'm
you,
showing the camera
you
what's in my
don't
hand.
know what it is.
Put your
Alright.
trust in me, Bosco.
Well,
We'll see.
so 7.
7, 7 plus a 1, 3, 8.
9, 10.
10.
That's enough.
Girl, we're getting you down as low as possible. 10,
So I can really bunt
12, and then
That's a.
this would be 14. So
That swings for 5.
this could be such a bad idea. How do you feel about this?
it in. I feel really good. It's gonna be easy breezy beautiful.
So 1, 2, so 8.
Get
9,
ready
10,
for the
11,
worm.
12.
12.
Yes.
All right, I will take 12.
Okay.
Okay.
I go down to 2.
I get another robot.
The lobster
You have
lives.
one hit point.
No.
The lobster lives.
But the lobster's tapped. The lobster
Oh, I
can't-
did have another drone.
Okay.
The lobster can't do its little dance, right?
He's tapped. No,
No,
he's stuck.
tired.
Now it's all up to Miles and his worm.
Oh my god. This is so much pressure. Okay. Here we
I want
go.
you to draw first, though.
Well, obviously,
And I want to see.
Let's let
Obviously,
the
I wanna
audience see
see.
first.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. A
Oh.
card.
You deserve to cast a spell.
Yeah.
A card to play.
Okay. So let's obviously put out some more mana because I need it.
And
Let's
untap your worm.
untap.
And
Untap
we're
your little
gonna
worm.
untap my worm.
Whoa.
Whoa! Hey, easy there.
I don't know where the size thing came in.
Tell me that. Yeah.
He's germinating.
He's germinating. Okay, well, I obviously, just for fun, feel that I want my worm to be alone.
Okay.
And so I
Little
feel,
buddy.
let me just look here to make sure that this doesn't mess anything up.
It does 4 damage to you.
Literally. I'm double checking the fine print. We're gonna kind of bring out the Blooming Stinger,
Ooh.
who has Death Touch, and when this creature enters, another target creature you control gains Death Touch until the end of the turn. And I'm gonna give my worm the Touch of Death. Wow. So yeah,
Good. That was great.
my worm sort of looks at all the land that he is swimming in, and he decides to attack you for 5.
Okay, in response, I will tap this and say good game.
Thank you very much. Incredible. It was all you. It was all
That
you.
was amazing. That was amazing.
Right.
We get
This
that
guy.
2/2 guy alive.
Damn.
If anybody watching this has never played Magic the Gathering, I really think you should. It's a blast. It's a really great card game. There's so many sets. You got to see just one of the ways to play right here. But Edge of Eternities is a great new set to jump in because really it is, I think, different enough from Magic where it's totally great to enter in. But also, if you played Magic a lot, there's new things to discover. I want to thank both of our drag queens for coming all the way out here and joining us for this stream.
Thank you for having us.
And like they said at the top of the stream, they're about to have their own new show. So make sure we'll make sure that we help you launch that out. When you send it to us, we'll put it on our socials. I want to watch the show. It sounds exciting. Also, same for Amy, who's doing some crowdfunding for a musical of her NPC musical, which I can't wait to see more. And you know where to find Miles. He's got his own podcast. He's on our shows here as well. But thanks again to Magic the Gathering for sponsoring us today. Make sure you go out, check out Edge of Eternities, go to your local card shop, go to your local big box retailer, buy yourself some Magic the Gathering, and get playing. It's super fun. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.